Trying out a new thing can be scary, and for some people it can be stressful. Picking up a new hobby, interest, anything like that, it can be good for a lot of people, for most people. But if you start doing that thing around others, or even if you're just doing it by yourself, it can also be hard for just as many people. Fearing that you're not good enough, stressing you aren't fitting in or doing enough. All those kinds of feelings, you've probably known them if you've picked up a hobby in the past. So how can you overcome this, and how can you get past them overall? Hey everybody, VibeSecker here. Welcome back to another VibeSec, and as you heard just a minute ago, we're going to tackle the subject of trying out a new thing. This is something that I've had a lot of experience with, especially as of recently, since I started taking dance just a few months back. With lots of experienced, amazing dancers and just overall skilled people. I, like many other people, got that feeling of being out of my league and just not being where I belonged. So I thought that I'd share my take on it with you. That I'd share some advice on how to improve that feeling and gain some confidence in whatever new thing that you're trying out and just feel better while you're doing it. So of course, as before, let's relax, kick back, and let's vibe together here. Getting a new interest, like I said, is usually a good thing. Usually. But doing that thing around other people can be scary or stressful, and as a result, you end up with demotivation or just a detriment to your mental health often. If that's where you are, you found a new thing you want to try, but you're not sure you fully want to commit. Maybe there's a bunch of pros around you, maybe you've got people that expect a lot from you, or maybe you're just not confident for whatever reason. So, you're gonna have to realize that these feelings won't just disappear magically or overnight. Patience is important here, and so is hard work, even if it's just a few steps at a time or just one or a half step. While for some people, myself included, it's helpful to push yourself and work twice as hard, it's crucial to adapt to your own needs. For many people, it's gonna be better to slow down and realize that you aren't gonna be great instantly, and you're not gonna be a pro instantly. The people around you who have had more practice, more experience, or just have natural talent that you might not, will outcompete you to begin with, and they might outcompete you for a very long time. Aiming to be the best isn't a good idea, especially when you're just starting off with something that you're new at and very inexperienced with. Speaking of trying to be the best, or being the best, you should realize that in long term there will always be someone who's better. And the sooner you realize that, the more fun you'll be able to have. Even if you're competitive. Working hard is great, but the chances are there is, has been, or will be someone who comes along and can outdo you. And that's okay. Very few people are the best at even one thing, the very best that is. It's okay to not be the very best, but still try to improve or be competitive. And I think you'll find that once you realize that, things will be more enjoyable overall, and you'll be able to have more fun with things, or relax more. Especially things that you're more inexperienced at, or things that you're trying to branch out and try. Regardless of everything I've said, all this stuff we've covered so far, there's one important thing I haven't, and it's how you should try and react, and how you should display yourself throughout all this. Try to remain sincere. Honestly, just relax a little bit. Be yourself. Have fun with it. After all, realize that the point of a hobby to begin with is to have fun. To be fun, to do something that's enjoyable. Do something that you can, enjoy yourself with. If you do this and realize that you'll take time to be good, or to be great especially, you may also find that people will do their best to overall be more encouraging and accepting of you and help you ease into this thing in this unfamiliar territory that you're in. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and I hope that you found some useful advice, feel better about yourself, or have just enjoyed the video. Remember that you can support me by subscribing, liking, or watching all the way through like you've done. Thank you. And remember, also, and most importantly, have an absolutely wonderful day. Goodbye now.